Quick introduction to what it is that I'm doing. My name's Mike. Don't have a formal education in literature or English. Just a guy. Been reading all my life. Been reading not just anything. I've been reading exclusively horror for my whole life. Been trying to find out some new and interesting books to read, and I find it nearly impossible. Go ahead and do a search on YouTube. I encourage you to do it. Punch in these keywords on YouTube. Horror book review. I tried it. I encourage you to give it a go. Go ahead, try it. I'll be right here. Amazing, isn't it? Absolute shit. That's what you see for horror book reviews. Now, the odd time, I'll stop at the bookstore looking for something new to read. I'll bump into somebody, they'll say, have you tried this? And I bring it home, and it's awesome. Absolutely awesome book, and I wished I could go back and thank the guy for making those recommendations for me. Every now and again, I'll go on the internet, I'll see top 10 horror books, and I'll try them. Absolute shit. I'll read a book, open it up, read it 100 pages in, 200 pages. I get so frustrated I want to grab the book and throw it across the room. If I have one hope, is that by starting what it is that I'm doing with regards to reviewing and letting you know what it is that I think about some horror books that I've read, is that one person will pop up and say, hey, you know what? I saw what was you were doing there with regards to that video, and you made that one recommendation with that book, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the recommendation. That's all I'm hoping. Now, if you're hoping to hear a whole pile of reviews about Stephen King, I don't read Stephen King. I know that if I was to review and read a whole pile of Stephen King books, that I would get a whole pile of views, and that's the last thing that I give a shit about, is having a whole pile of YouTube views. So if you're looking for a whole pile of Stephen King reviews, they're not going to exist. I'm not going to make them. I'm not a fan of Stephen King. I don't read his work. As well, I'm not much of a vampire person, so if you're a young adult looking to read more about vampire books and movies, and that's not going to happen either. I mean, there's an odd vampire book in there, I guess. Not a werewolf fan as well. If you're looking for some zombie fiction, but I'm not... Yes, I'm a zombie kind of guy, but what I really like is the apocalyptic side of things. I like the viral, the survivalist side of zombie fiction. But I have a very simple rating system. Do or don't. I've seen other people have, character development and beginning and ending and the whole works. I'm either going to suggest you go ahead and read this book or suggest you don't read this book. It's either going to be do or don't. It's nice and simple that way. As well, you'll also see other people with YouTube videos add this little square and that little square and that little square, and do subscribe here and do that. Hey, you know what? If you want to subscribe to my channel, great. You can find the button. If you like my video, if you want to hit like, go ahead. If you want to hit dislike, that would make me laugh too. I really don't care, and I'm not going to convolute your screen with a whole pile of little boxes. The most annoying thing that I could possibly see. I have absolutely no affiliations with publishers or with authors whatsoever. I'm not going to be saying nice things about books just because a publisher has sent me a book. That's not going to happen. Sometimes my take on books is going to be nice. Sometimes my take on books is going to be not nice. Sometimes it's going to be really not nice. But what it's going to be is going to be absolutely truthful of how it is that I feel about this particular book. You're not going to see a whole pile of spooks and ghosts and libraries and Michael Jackson thriller music in the background to help catch a theme for horror. That's not going to happen in any of my reviews, alright? It's goofy and it's stupid, and I'm not going to do it. As I'm going to describe a word that I'm going to use a lot, it's called fun. No, I don't find it fun when human beings die. No, I don't find it fun when people are hunted down, guts are being eaten. No, of course I don't find that fun. I find it absolutely tragic to be able to see real life stories. We're talking fiction here, okay? So when I say fun, I'm not talking about gory and killing is fun. What I'm talking about is when I read a book and I get so into the book that I can't put it down, that I want to read it every opportunity that I have, that's what I find fun. So when I suggest that a book is fun, that's what I'm talking about. No, I don't find gore and the dismembering of human beings and killing people fun. But what I do find fun is reading a really, really good book. So stick around. If you want to see some of my videos and what I think about some books, great. If you don't want to, that's fine too. You're welcome to move on. I plan on supporting these videos on Facebook and on YouTube. You can find me in both of those areas on Horror Book Review. Yeah, I know it's kind of complex. Joking. Horror Book Review on Facebook and Horror Book Review on YouTube. You'll find me in either one of those platforms. You can also send me an email message if you like anytime at horrorbookreview@hotmail.com. Thanks for stopping by. Have a look at some of my reviews. If you want to give me a comment and tell me how much of a jerk I am, I'm okay with that. If you want to stop and let me know that you really enjoyed a review in a book that I read, I would really appreciate that too. Thanks for stopping by. My name's Mike, everybody.